Innovation for me is like what the value we are creating in the whole system, like what are the difference that particular thing is bringing. For me, that's the innovation. And entrepreneurship is basically ability to getting things that done, what the particular entrepreneur personally believe that's what it matters in this part, in the world. I personally believe that entrepreneurship is acquired syndrome. People can acquire it, and it's just that they should have a passion and believe in that particular thing, and little bit they need a fire, and that's what I believe, that at any point of time, it's nothing to do with the age, it's nothing to do with the sex, it's nothing to do with the culture. The person's passion about something, that's what matters in the entrepreneurship. I think entrepreneurship, as I told you, is creating a value. It can be monetized, it cannot be monetized. For me, the great entrepreneur is the Mahatma Gandhi, and he believes in something and he took in the hand and he started doing. At that time, no one believes that India can get the independence by the non-violence. Most people have seen you have to do the violent revolution, like a French Revolution and other revolutions we have seen in the world. But that ability to believe in that particular solution and do it, that's what the entrepreneurship means. If you have to narrow down the entrepreneurship, usually people believe that starting a new business is entrepreneurship, but in my opinion, creating that value is the important. I personally feel that to make any idea scalable, you need a synergy from different actors, and for that, the government and other non-profit organizations, business corporations, even lots of community-based organizations, they all can play a greater amount of roles to create a synergy, and I personally feel that by that way we can make a better, efficient, scalable solutions. For that you need all the actors to give you the inputs and how the solution can be made, because if the people are not buying that solution, of course it will not work. So getting those perspectives inculcated in the whole solution is very critical. And we have seen in international development, so-called consultant come, they say some ideas, it's very good, sounds good, they implement, it's very costly affair, they do it, but the moment it starts sustaining, that's where the real issues start, because the local community, local leadership is buying the idea, and that's where the ideas get unsustainable, they don't work. People. So how we can involve from very beginning the community and prepare the feedback loop and be open to listen, to understand them and factor in their opinion in that, and in that way I think we can make this whole social entrepreneurship a workable model. I personally believe, and I think my organization also subscribe that the idea that in our opinion entrepreneurs as a real leader, and they create a microcosm around themselves as male or female, and that positive energy, that positive thinking to solve rather than bogged down by the problem, that is very critical. And entrepreneurs, not only in their particular enterprise, but in their real walk of life, they can really create a positive energy and positive vibes to how to build a more solution mindset, rather than over-analyzing the problems and then get bogged down by those problems. So I think that entrepreneurs can greatly build a society where people are talking about the solutions, people are more investing time and energy to make things better. Basically, we are real-time believer in the entrepreneurship. Apart from the financial support, we have an incubation space where we incubate, we have local mentors available, they do the mentoring. We try to help them skill-wise, we try to help them mentorship-wise, and try to make them understand that what are the real situations. Not like a kind of having false expectations or glorifications. Entrepreneurship is not right, it's a responsibility. So people understand that stuff and really try to create the value. So my organizations in India try to create a different kind of facilitating environment where people, because at this my age kind of people, it's very hard for them to do the mistake. So how we can cherish and appreciate that it's good to do mistakes. That's where the best learning is available. So from our foundation, we try to change the mindset that how we can appreciate this kind of thinking. That's like a big part of creating entrepreneurial culture in the system, rather than merely providing some financial support and incubation space. Like whatever support we have given, it varies case by case, and it's a situation where situation is totally different. We don't have like a very static way of exiting the things. The nature of supports changes, and we believe that entrepreneur has the ability to move ahead, and if they think that we are not creating much value in their whole process, I think that's the best time to exit. Most simplest way to understand the financial exits, and then strategic help. Several people invite us in the board meetings, get our strategical inputs. So those we continue to help the organization, our network, we try to pass on. And if they are sustainable, they're big, they're good, they can go ahead. But I haven't seen, apart from financial exit, we always have good relationships to make that organization further bigger and better. I think typical university like UNC in the US, they have so much resource in terms of infrastructure, in terms of intellectual capital, in terms of very energetic student. They are the real hub, and I personally believe that it's a great place to really promote the entrepreneurial mindset among the faculty, among the staff, among the administration, among the students, and that's the real place where there's so much resources, so much talented people have. Innovation and entrepreneurship can be cultivated in a better way, and I personally believe that that's the future of US, in my opinion. If the universities like UNC can have an innovation in each cross-sector, it's not like a technology and science, but in medicine, in history, in art and culture, if all try to, library science, if all try to innovate the process, that's where the real future of the US is lying. I think you should start from the high school, because that's where the real taste of leadership. In my opinion, I always think that entrepreneurship is marketing. Entrepreneurs are always selling. First they sell to themselves, then they sell to their wife, then sell to their funders or their client. All the time they're selling. And I personally believe that at the age of 10 and 12, at the real age when people don't afraid of anything, and they're the real salespeople. Whatever they believe, they just go, uncle, auntie, that's what I want to do it. And they don't have any fear of failure. That's the real age. If we can really build from that age, I think we will have a better takeoff when kids are in college. So in my opinion, energy, environment, / global warming, water related issues, and also the human talent development in developing countries are the real opportunities in coming future, where people can see the different way of solving these problems. Will be the real exciting areas to work on.